G'day folks, it's Cortezerino. Today we're doing the Pac-Man game. We're going to finish the Pac-Man game. Now, I wasn't going to show it to you until it was completely done, and I was going to start the episode by playing a game with zombies running around, but I just thought I'd show you some of the idiotic stuff that I've done because I built so much of this without testing a single piece of redstone. And I should know by now, redstone never ever works properly the first time. So let's just go for a wander. So if you've missed it on a previous episode where I first started showing this off, this is the maze where you run around, and I'll probably have 3 zombies in here, and you've just got to collect up all the melon slices lying on the ground and then put it into a little chest here, and if you've collected them all, this door will open up. So you can see there's a lot of redstone going on here. I had to dig all this out underneath just so I can access everything. It's very, very tight in there. But all of this is the droppers that will drop the melon slices up through the floor, and I've got mine carts to refill them with melon slices. So we'll run up here. I've got a little, it's a labyrinth, I'm getting lost. I've got little melon farms, just really small ones, just on each side to refill all of these. So I don't even know how to get up. Okay, here we go. So the melons will come along here into these hopper minecarts, and every time you start a new game, the minecarts will shoot along a track there and drop them into hoppers, and they go into the droppers then. The problem is this system only really works when there are a lot of melon slices already in the system. So at the moment they're all just, the farms are just refilling this first one. It only really works when the system's already full of melon slices, and then those farms will just restock any that, let's say someone was playing the game and they died, and then all the items despawn. So there's probably about 70 or 80 melon slices that need to be restocked. Then those farms really come into play. But to start with, I do need to stock up all these droppers full of melon slices. So, and then once these are all full, I doubt that anyone's going to play the game that often that they're ever going to run out. So maybe all of this was kind of pointless, but I've done it now, so that's okay. And I'll show you another stupid thing I did. Well, this isn't stupid, it's actually pretty clever. So when you finish the game by collecting all of your slices, you pop them into this chest, and I've set it up as a double chest with 2 hoppers, just so the items will feed out or down into this dropper here twice as fast. Because otherwise you'll finish the game, you'll put your stuff in the chest, and you'll be waiting forever for that door to open. So what will happen here is they go into this dropper, and I've got a comparator taking a signal from this dropper, and when it reaches a signal strength of 4, that's when the door will open. So I think it's clever. You might think, well, the dirt, that's obvious, but the way I've got it up to a signal strength of 4 here is I need an extra 12 items, as well as all the melons that are dropped into the game to reach a signal strength of 4. So underneath this dropper, I've just got an item sorter, basically. How can I access it? Oh, it's this hopper here. So it will only allow the melon slices to exit that dropper. So these 12 items that I need in here just to get up to that signal strength of 4 will always stay in there. So that I thought was pretty nifty. The dumb thing I did was, let's head up top for a sec. And I'll grab some items. So it still takes a little bit of time for all the items to trickle down and that signal strength of 4 to open this door. So I wanted these lights to come on, and I'll show you how it works. So let's dump a bunch of items in there, and we'll wait for a little bit. Oh, there's one. So while this is going on, you'd probably still have to evade the zombies, although I might try and rig it so they can't get into this main room. There we go. So it opens up. Problem was with those 12 items that have to stay in this dropper, the first light is always powered. So I set it up with 4 lights and that one's always powered. So now I'm going to cut it back to 3 lights and I'm going to have to do a lot of rewiring down here because this looks complicated. It's not really. I've just got signal strength of 1, 2, 3 and 4 with different tracks going off to do the lights up there. So all of these torches, all of this redstone running around, that's all it does. And I've hooked note blocks up to certain signals. And here are the torches in here, but I'm going to have to change all of this now because that was a bit stupid of me. It'll probably look better once I've fixed it. And anyway, I haven't connected this yet, but when the game is over, this hopper clock will start, and you've long enough for this hopper here to be unlocked, so all the items can trickle down into this double chest. And then I've kept the 2 hoppers underneath this double chest locked by this signal until the hopper clock finishes, then it'll unlock. And the reason I've done that is so all these items can trickle into the double chest, and then when it unlocks, I can have the items equally distributed between these 2 hoppers. Because if they're just coming into this chest one at a time, they'll all go into one of these minecarts, whereas if I keep it locked until this is fully stocked, then it'll divvy up evenly between the 2 minecarts, and then they get sent off back up to the hopper chain and feed the melon slices back into the system. So that's what I've done so far. I need to go AFK at the melon farm, considering it's still working because my little ones there just aren't going to cut it. I need to rewire those lights. Getting lost again. If anyone ever comes down here, they're never going to be able to find their way out. Come on. And then once that's done, there shouldn't be too much more to go. I need to decorate the place a bit better. I used the pink hardened clay for the walls because my daughter was bugging me again. When I made the pigman face at the entrance to the gold farm, she walked in the room right when I was placing down the pink wool and she went crazy. But I'm in the bad books again because I hadn't used any more pink, so that's why I've used the pink. Then we've got to go down to the zombie spawner and get some zombies up here, and that's when the real fun is going to start. So I'm going to go do some work on this and we'll check back in later on. Okay, so I found one problem. I had intended to have carpet all throughout here, and I've just got the droppers exposed at the moment, so I have access to them. But this guy's too tall. He doesn't want to walk onto the carpet. Maybe if I can place one at his feet, will it even let me do that? Nah, see, yeah, even if I could put all the carpet down and then maybe once he's in he'll walk around, it still wouldn't work because he'd never enter the game. This is a little an easy way of refilling zombies that I made up just in case someone gets excited and kills one. But alright, oh, can I even test if you pick up stuff? I tried to test you in the minecart and it didn't work. Oh, maybe you're not a guy who picks up. So yeah, I guess I'm going to have to go around and knock out all the carpet. But at least that means that with a piece of carpet here, they're not going to enter this room and they're not going to try and get out the door when you escape. Unless they get pushed by another zombie, they might try and get out there. But come back, dude. It's time to die. Goodbye. So I'll show you how I did this little refill. And, oh, this maze is hard. It's going to be so hard to see once I knock out all the carpet. Oh, actually, I guess that won't be too bad as a floor. Yeah, it'll be right. So I've got the oh, here's the way in. Drop down. Here's the way out, and I've got a pressure plate down there, and I'll show you that I'll show you that now. So when you leave, you stand on that pressure plate, and I'll just head down. And the signal comes from, I think it's this one, yeah. Comes down here and starts this this hopper clock, and that will unlock the hopper under the dropper that's reading how many melon slices you have, and let all the melon slices trickle out ready for the next game. So all you have to do is walk out the door, walk out the exit, and it starts resetting for the next game. So what we've got here is the zombie refill in case of accidental death, and I've got a little hidden door here, so when you're not refilling it, the wall just looks nice and clean and you wouldn't know it was there. But what we do when we want a new zombie is just open that up, and we've got a activator rail just in there that will pop a zombie out of the minecart into this tiny little room, and then you just coax him out the door and you can close it behind him. And this railway runs all the way down to the zombie spawner, which I have finally rigged up. So here we are. It's very close to the base. Just me being up there, I think, will make them spawn. So I've got some lights in the ceiling there, so you can turn them off to get more spawns. When the lights are on, it doesn't actually stop them from spawning. It just sort of limits how many come out. It's just not quite bright enough. So what I had to do then, because I don't want a massive amount of zombies here, I've just got some lava on a toggle. So we can toggle it off when we want to collect them and put it back on when we're sick of hearing about them. So got a button here that will shoot a minecart in that dropper, picks him up. You're cool. I'd like you for the game. Let's try the picking up thing again. Will you pick stuff up in the minecart? Yeah. And then when we want to send him off, like we decide, yes, we want this guy, this button here releases that fence gate and off he shoots. Otherwise we could just kill him, and there's a hopper under there that puts the minecart back into that dropper. But anyway, let's turn this lava back on. And we will track this guy down. Get my sword out just in case he's popped out in the wrong spot. This way. So he went up there and... Uh-oh. Where'd he go? Well, there's my minecart. Oh, he's already walked out the door, I bet. Yes, he has. Alright, that's cool. I got worried. I thought I was going to round the corner and there'd be a zombie there. So you then just flick that shut and there's your new zombie. So I thought it was pretty nifty. What else have I done? Let's go for a walk. Which way am I going? Oops, I didn't want to go that way. Oh, we'll kill him while we're here. Hey dude, bye-bye. So I need to rip up all of this carpet, and I think I want more melons in the game before I start testing it. The other thing was, I said I was going to detail this room a bit better. I actually think it looks good like this, just pink hardened clay everywhere, because there's a lot of detail down below. When I first started designing this game, I thought it would be better to have the droppers above, dropping the slices down the ground, and then on the ground I could have, under the carpet, which I'm not going to use anymore, I'd have hoppers that if you didn't win the game, you could just flick a switch and they'd unlock and all the melons would be collected, the leftover melons. But I didn't do that because I wanted this big glass area, because we're opening the game up to the fans pretty soon, in a couple of weeks, and I thought it'd be cool when someone's playing a game, others can be up here watching, and yeah, I just thought it'd be interesting. Oh, and I fixed the lights, and it's actually really cool now, and I said it was going to be really, really hard. It was so easy. I had to rewire like next to nothing. So here's the comparative that'll measure the signal strength of the melons you've collected, and I did think that I would have to change all of these wires and what they do, but I didn't. I just changed a little bit here, and it works out well now. I've got 2 coming off 4 because I've taken the lights out, the old lights that used to come on for number 4, but one of them still controls the door, and it still does a note block. So now I get a double note block sound when the door opens, and it's pretty cool. So I might leave this area for a little bit because Traven's started making a game where he's going to do a guess the mob. So he's going to have a whole bunch of zombies in this little room, and you've got to guess how many are in there, which I'm pretty sure you can read entities, so I'm not really sure how that's going to work, but I told him I would hook up a rail from the zombie spawner out to his thing. So I'm going to do that now. I'm just going to go to his little game, find the coordinates, and we'll make it so he can flick a lever and it'll change the zombies from going here to his game. And that should be a fun little project. If I don't end up... there's water all around here, so I just hope I don't dig into it. That could be interesting. And yeah, we won't go up there right now. Okay, we're on our way down the underground rail to the Guess the Mob game. So this is running all the way from my zombie spawner, but I'm going to jump out just before we get into the zombie unloader, just in case they've already started putting zombies in the room. I don't want to get trapped in there, so let's jump out. So what happens here is the zombie gets ejected on this rail and just sits in here, and then when the minecart runs along this activator rail, it triggers the piston, and it does that bug where he pulls him up into the room. And yes, it's daytime. Let's go up. Okay, cool. There's no zombies in there. So I'll grab the minecart out again and we'll give it a go. It doesn't always work. So I think when they're bringing zombies here, they'll need one person at the spawner loading them in and another one here, just in case they don't get pulled up into the game. Here we go. Nah, see, it didn't pull me up, but I've got a button over there. Let's just break this glass for a sec. So you can do it manually, and boom, in we go. Hey, Dave. See, I've never used one of these piston bug translocator things, so I don't know why it doesn't always work, but anyway, we've got the button there, so you can just activate it, pull them up. So that's one job done, and it's nice and easy now. So who was building this again? Traven. So you can just load his zombies in, and I guess he can cover up this trapdoor when he's done. And I was thinking for the, because I was thinking you can just read the entities, he might be able to just put a bunch of chickens down the bottom there when he's done to screw up the entity count, and that might make it tricky for people. All right, let's head back to the game. So I've expanded the melon farms a little bit. Before it was just 3 plants. Now I've got 6 here and another 6 over here. And I got this design off YouTube. It's just a little bud powering thing. So as soon as the melon grows, the piston pushes it. I thought it'd be good because it's really simple, but it's not good. It's so wasteful. Like there's always melon slices sitting on the ground there. And sometimes the pistons even pull the melons out the back. So that's not working particularly well. So I even considered changing this to eggs rather than melon slices, because eggs will only stack to, what, 16? So I could fill this game up really quickly. But I think I've found a solution. The reason the game needs to be full of melon slices is when these hopper minecarts go down here and refill them, they also come back along the hoppers. So for every one game, it's refilling 2 slices. So I haven't got enough coming back in to sort of keep this going, because eventually the ones up the end will run out of slices, but it'll only be refilling the ones at the front. So after probably about 400 games, some of the droppers will stop firing melons. But I think I've figured out the solution. I had them coming back in the same direction because I thought I'd have a ton of redstone in here, but what I ended up doing was dropping it all the way down here, so I had some room to work with. So now, like, there's the minecart track. It can continue all the way past these chests to the other side, and then just wait at this side for the next game, and then shoot back in that direction. So I don't think there's anything in the way over here. Oh, nothing that can't be rearranged. So I think I've solved the massive melon crisis. And I don't know what kind of lag having all of these full of melon slices would have caused. So that is good. And another reason why I didn't want to change it to eggs instead of melons is because I've already got the name of the game, Snackman, and I've already thought up the logo. So I've made a few changes. I went down to get one zombie to bring up here just to test things out, and I ended up getting this guy straight away, and then I saw this guy there as well. So we got two cool villager zombies now, and I've named them so they won't disappear. Now what I did just to get the zombies to be able to walk around, I raised this glass up by another level. And I've got fences in there now because I tried, if I just had the glass there like I did before, these guys would just jump over the top of it. And I tried having an extra layer of glass blocks attached to the roof above that, and it just looked messy and you couldn't really see in. So it's a bit different, the mechanics in the maze now. You're able to run around a lot quicker. But yeah, I think it still looks pretty good. And I haven't tested this yet, so we're going to give it a go with two zombies. I don't even know if I've set my spawn here, but a couple of things though. I've got to raise this up a little bit. That's not a big deal. But now my really easy loaders, like way of getting in's a bit hard because they still won't come in. You kind of need to break a block just to make it high enough for them to get in. But if I'm going to change it, then I have to raise all of this, which I probably will do, but not this second. Okay, and I've changed all the workings of the melons down the bottom. So that fix I came up with, I've done that. And let's go around here somewhere. So I've replaced all of those mine carts with one on this side and one on that side now. So he's nice and loaded up, and each game this will get restocked. So we've now got enough melons to run the game continuously. And he'll just run a little route and come back here, and then the other one runs a separate route down the other end. And I've tested it a couple of times, and the melons were all working properly, but I haven't tested it with zombies. So let's give that a go. Armor off. Oh gosh, come on. I'm back to my old habits of just having stuff everywhere in chests. Okay, we'll start the game. Whoa, big lag spike there. I wonder if that's going to bug anyone. Yep, they're not coming in this room, but we are getting out. Let's go. Are they after me? This might be too easy with two zombies because I'm flying around this maze now because of the fence. And half the maze is covered by a speed beacon that they've got in the centre of the theme park there. So I can, down this end I'm a bit slow, but up the other end I'm really quick. Okay, starting to get interesting. Yeah, we need more. Uh-oh. Ouch! I got cocky. Well, yeah, I can go in there. Alright. Alright, come this way, boys. Oh no, I'm getting myself trapped in a corner. Yeah, I think we need another zombie. And I gotta, my auto jump is making me jump up those bone blocks over there, so I might need to change that. Oh no, it's getting interesting. Yeah, let's go this way. Actually, with 3 zombies, this could be really, really tricky. Ah. Oh, shortcut. Come this way, boys. Yeah, I've got to do something about those bone blocks. Actually, they could... I thought I was safe in there. They'll just jump over them too. Oh, need to change that. Uh-oh, get in there. Did I get them all? Did I get them all? They're not jumping over the bone blocks though. I don't know why. hungrier. Come on. I forget how many I put in. You stay away from that door. Oh no. Yes, I got them all. And come this way, boys. And make a run for it. And doors shut. Let's hope no one got out there. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I might need to seal that off. Okay. Game works. And you see the lights are just resetting as all the items trickle out of that dropper. I'm pretty sure you can start another game immediately though, and it won't wreck it. And the time it takes you to play a game allows those items to trickle out. So, yes, I think we're good, guys. Okay, we might leave it there for the episode. Pac-Man is complete. Well, after I move all my chests full of junk there. So, next episode, I'm going to start working more on the carnival area of the theme park in very, very soon. Like, I'm not sure when I'm going to get this video out, but it's 2 weeks from now, but it'll probably be a week and a half by the time I get the video out. This theme park will be opening to the fans, guys, so I'll put the details up on my channel a bit later on, but you'll be able to come on the server, play the Pac-Man if you dare. I don't know, I might put in a lot of zombies for you. We'll wait and see. So cheers from me. I'm Cortezerino. See you later.